Hello and welcome to this week's video. This is called I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In. My sister came up with this clever idea. It's a little cross-section of a Kraken and Dragon destroying everything. It's called I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In because there's three ships that came sailing in and which won't be sailing in anymore. This one down here is sunk, this one right here is sinking, and this one right here is about to be sunk. Past, present, and future. Anyway, so here we've got a little Kraken head, Kraken tentacle, and up to the sea, we've got a little water thing there. And then we've got a dragon burning down a village. Let's get on to the video. One of my favorite things about this model is that it's only 4 studs wide, except for some parts like the dragon's wings, got a little boat sticking out here and some plants. It looks like the world's been cut off and mixed, and only this little section has been kept. So, I came up with this idea when I was using water pieces. I've got a bunch of these light blue pieces. They're blue transparent. You may not be able to see it well in the video, but I've got a bunch of these pieces here, and I found a way I could connect them and make one big solid sheet. So I thought that looked cool for water, and I decided to make a water thing. My original thought was to make a big little water sinkhole with treasure at the bottom and water at the top. I made that, put a little tree on the side, and it looked sickeningly calm. So I decided we need Krakens and Dragons and stuff. So I created this instead. We've got a little harbor here. There's a pier that comes out with a little pole. That was really hard to get into the right place. And I've got a little Kraken. There's this little pole that holds Kraken's tentacles together. The Kraken's head connects to that. Kraken's tentacle connects to that. So maybe that is a random Kraken head in a cave, and that is a reanimated Kraken tentacle, which is kind of a creepy thought, but oh well. We've got these little ships. If you remember in my wave box video, I made some other little ships there. This is just a size down, made a little bit smaller. Especially that one, I used a little branch piece for its mast. I'm not exactly sure I like that branch piece though. Anyway, it fit. And I've got this town, which is done in a bunch of tans with black roofs. And I used a bunch of these like headlamp bricks because they give you a window on one side and flames coming out of the building on the other. And there's a little street that runs around with the dragon in it. So my original thought was this was really my wave box with a better water style. Because we've got Krakens and ships still. And then we've got this land area. Originally I didn't have the Kraken's head in there, I just had a tentacle. I can't remember where it was actually coming from. Yeah, it was just coming from a cave. But you didn't see the cave, this was entirely solid and blank, and that was boring. So I decided to put Kraken head in there. Anyway, and then we got to the town part, and I thought that would be awesome to have a dragon in, because I've got these little dragon wings. Now I'm going to get into how I built that. So this model is probably best divided up into 3 different sections. We've got water level, below water level, and above water level. So water level is basically just 2 plates, look, thick. It's got a little ground area that separates the ground above and below water level. And we've got a bunch of 1x4 clear tiles, and 1x2 ones on the bottom. And we've got these 2 little weird strips. This one connects the pier and this sinking ship. This one has a hole for the Kraken tentacle and a little holder for the about to be sunk ship. That takes care of the water level. Then we've got below water level. That's basically a cave for a Kraken. It's basically just a big gray hole. You've got a bunch of these weird color greeny tiles for sea moss and these little plant pieces for grass. We've got a sinking ship, which is basically most of a ship that's placed on its side. I guess it's kind of on its back, not on its side. Then we've got the post for the pier that's just lined up. We've got this cave, which broke. Anyway, it's got this little pole here that connects to the tentacle. The Kraken head is... Okay, it's connected right there. Sorry, I was wrong earlier when I said it was connected to the pole too. Anyway, so we've got Kraken tentacle and Kraken. The Kraken tentacle is basically just hidden away. I'm not sure you'd say that. Yeah, hidden away sounds right. In this little cave thing, so you can't see the intersection where the Kraken and the Kraken tentacle aren't the same. Something weird. This is a 1-tentacled Kraken. I'm not sure if there's any 1-tentacled squid, and I'm not sure how long their lifespan is. But if there is, there's this one. And he's ginormous and probably hundreds of years old, and eating boats. We're not sure why boats taste good, but he is eating them. And we've got his tentacle. It's got suckers everywhere except this little part, and that's because one brick is 1.5 plates wide, so we can only fit 1.5 in. And I could use a flower piece, but it squishes up against these other suckers, and I didn't think that works. So this can just be broken. And sadly for this brick, it didn't have a way to connect to this cave. It just connected to the sea level. So anyway, we can do it, and this slot connects with that suckerless area. And then this goes down, and we can place this section of water back on. If I can, yeah, okay, there it goes. That's the instruction. There we go. Now we've got a water level being intersected by a Kraken tentacle, which is something I really like. Then we've got above water level, which is basically just all these tan bricks and light tan and other colors of orangey tan that I combined in a way that made it look like we've got a little main street that winds throughout the build, and a bunch of little houses, which are being burned down by this dragon. This dragon uses an old, like really old one of these hinge pieces to stand on. That's the 3-prong, 2-prong old. That's how much my pieces are old. Anyway, glad I have it because it was really useful for this. And then the dragon is just one of these camera brick things with a hinge on top connected to his head. In fact, you may not even need this. Let me know in the comments if you think it's better with or without this little angle there. Anyway, so we've got this little town. He connects right into that, and that's where he stands. And then boats are technically above water level. They just connect to the water though. So we place this down. That's gonna be a pain to get all the way down. Anyway, then that's lined up so the pier goes down to its little pole above and below water. And we've got this, which is angled so its base is right in front of the Kraken tentacle. It's actually really simple. We've just got one of the Travis bricks, 1x3 plates on either side, a little brick and a slope going forward, and a couple bricks and a plate going back. Using a telescope piece for the mast. We've got a little white thing there for the sail. And that is the sinking ship. We're debating on whether to put another part of the sinking ship below water, but it really looks really awkward that way. So I decided to leave it as is. So you've got a ship on its back sinking down, ship on its back that's already sunk, and a ship that's about to be on its back sinking. And that is the world actually ended in the 1500s, or I saw 3 ships come sailing. Hello everybody, thanks for watching. Please let me know what you thought of this cross-section model in the comments. Let me know if you'd like to do more like it. Also, I'd like to see what you guys can come up with as far as cross-section models go. So let me know if you have any of them, post them in the comments if you can. Anyway, thank you, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week.